Caitlin Clark reveals Aliyah Boston's major strength over her WNBA rivals. Caitlin Clark has never been one to hold back when it comes to praising her teammates or analyzing the game of basketball with fierce honesty. As one of the most talented and talked-about rising stars in the WNBA, her voice carries weight. So when she recently opened up about what makes fellow Indiana Fever teammate Aliyah Boston stand out from the rest of the league, fans and analysts alike sat up and paid attention. In a league brimming with physicality, talent, and larger-than-life personalities, Clark believes that Boston possesses something unique, a strength that goes far beyond statistics, highlights, or social media buzz. The dynamic between Clark and Boston has been one of the most fascinating developments in the Indiana Fever locker room. It's not just about two young stars coexisting on the court, it's about two generational talents figuring out how to complement each other in a league that demands results fast. Clark, known for her deep threes and killer court vision, has become synonymous with electrifying play. Boston, meanwhile, is the quiet powerhouse who does the dirty work, dominates the paint, and never flinches under pressure. Together, they're shaping up to be the WNBA's most intriguing duo. When asked what separates Aliyah Boston from other bigs in the league, Clark didn't hesitate to point to her incredible basketball IQ. It's the mental game, the reads, the anticipation, those things that don't always make the highlight reels but change the outcome of games. According to Clark, Boston's awareness on both ends of the floor is light years ahead of most players her age. She sees things before they happen, adjusts on the fly, and communicates like a seasoned veteran. For a second-year player, that's nearly unheard of. But it isn't just about basketball smarts. Clark emphasized Boston's calm demeanor and mental toughness as a cornerstone of her greatness. In a league where emotions run high and stakes are even higher, staying composed can be a superpower. Boston never gets rattled, whether it's a rough call, a physical defender, or a high-pressure possession in the closing minutes. Clark described watching her in practice and games as watching a master at work, not because she's flashy, but because she's efficient, precise, and consistent. That kind of steadiness is what allows a team to stay grounded during chaotic moments. It's no secret that the WNBA has some of the most dominant post players in the world. From seasoned veterans like Aja Wilson and Brittany Griner to younger rising stars, the competition in the paint is intense. Yet, Boston has managed to hold her own and even outshine many of them, particularly on the defensive end. What Clark highlighted, however, is that Aliyah doesn't rely solely on size or athleticism. She's mastered the art of positioning, timing, and leverage. That's what makes her such a nightmare matchup. Caitlin went further to explain how Boston's court presence changes the game not only for opponents but also for her own teammates. Her ability to control the boards, draw double teams, and protect the rim opens up opportunities for the entire roster. For a guard like Clark, having a dominant post player who understands spacing and angles is a dream come true. The two have already started building chemistry, with Clark's pinpoint passes finding Boston in sweet spots, and Boston's screens giving Clark room to operate beyond the arc. Their synergy didn't happen overnight, but both players have put in the work to understand each other's tendencies and preferences. That effort hasn't gone unnoticed by the coaching staff, who are quietly optimistic about the duo transforming the Fever into a legitimate contender. It's a rare thing when two young stars not only coexist but thrive together. There's no ego, no power struggle, just mutual respect and a shared hunger to win. Aliyah Boston's journey to this point has been nothing short of inspiring. As a former #1 draft pick and a national champion at South Carolina, expectations were sky-high from the moment she stepped into the league. But instead of crumbling under the pressure, she embraced it. Her rookie year was a resounding success, earning her WNBA Rookie of the Year honors and the admiration of players across the league. Yet, despite all the accolades, she has remained humble and focused. That humility is something Caitlin Clark deeply respects. In her recent comments, she spoke about how Boston leads not through volume or bravado but through example. She's the first one in the gym and the last one to leave. She watches film obsessively. She uplifts teammates and holds herself accountable. That quiet leadership, according to Clark, is what will ultimately make Boston one of the all-time greats in the league. Off the court, the bond between Clark and Boston is also growing stronger. Fans have noticed their playful banter during interviews, their shared laughs during warm-ups, and their mutual admiration on social media. It's clear they're not just teammates, they're becoming close friends. That chemistry translates on the court, where trust and understanding often determine the difference between a good team and a great one. The WNBA is a league in transition, with